Welcome back. This is the Early Bird Special right here on KGEO Sports Talk 101.1 FM, 12:30 AM. It is Super Bowl week. We got to talk Super Bowl commercials. Yes, everybody's favorite thing during the Super Bowl is all the commercials, trailers, and whatnot that we usually get to see throughout the game. And to talk about that is our guy Dave Schaffner from SpotBowl, and we're going to get into exactly what SpotBowl is for those of you who have no idea what it is, because I'm just learning of this, and I'm very, very interested. I'm not going to lie. You're talking about a poll situation where I could sit there and vote for the best ads. I mean, I'm sold. I'm absolutely sold. Dave, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Did I say your last name correctly, by the way?
You did, absolutely.
Fantastic. Real quick, let's start with Spot Bowl. How did this all get started? Who are you guys, and how can fans get involved?
Yeah, I mean, Spot Bowl, gosh, is in its 23rd year now. We created Spot Bowl. We're an ad agency here in Pennsylvania called Pavone Group.
Mhm.
And what we did back in 2004 was we noticed that there was a lack of polling options out there for people that love good commercials. And we knew there were a lot of folks like that. So we created Spot Bowl. And over the years, it's grown into sort of America's largest Super Bowl commercial poll.
That is fantastic. And you guys have what's called the Spot Bowl title. What is this? And is this just the winner of that poll?
Yeah, the winner. I mean, it's a simple voting mechanism: thumbs up, thumbs down.
Mhm.
We'll have a winner on the Monday after the game, and yeah, it's pretty impressive and a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Can't wait to get into this because honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, my friend. I am just learning of you guys, but I have been wanting something like this for a while. I mean, I'm a Super Bowl watcher, obviously, but some of the best parts of the Super Bowl are always the ads and just what we get to witness during this. Uh, my first question along those lines when it comes to the Super Bowl ads, everybody loves the cameos that pop up throughout each of these. Is there any specific one that we can expect this year, you think? I know
Yeah,
we've heard Serena obviously with the weight loss one.
Serena's in there for Roe, the GLP-1 medication there. Yeah, celebrity from really top to bottom in this lineup. Last year we saw as many as 60% of the ads with at least one celebrity, some with two or three. This year
Oh,
we'll
wow.
see Peyton Manning, Shane Gillis, and Post Malone coming back for Bud Light. You mentioned Serena Williams. We've got Octavia Spencer for another ad there.
Mhm.
A lot of star power, and that only adds to the cost of these ads.
Yeah, of course. I've heard Tom Brady and Pizza Hut, but you brought up the cost, and I was looking up, and I was seeing $8 million for a 30-second commercial.
Wild.
And yeah, you're right. That's only 30 seconds. That's a record price. A lot of the ads we're going to see are 60 seconds long, so you got to double that. And NBC announced that they sold as many as 5 to 10 spots in this year's game for $10 million.
Wow.
They were holding
Are-
on to some inventory for those last minute buyers, and they got it.
Are there bidding wars for these as well? Like, are there moments where it's like, well, this guy's willing to pay 9 million for this specific time slot? Is that a thing?
There may be. I haven't seen any reports of that, but it would not surprise me. This is a big game and a big deal for these brands.
I mean,
huge.
the ads are always super cool, and I mean, the last few years, which has kind of been a bummer, is I stay off social media the last couple of days because
Right.
you start seeing them leak. My number one thing is me and my son are big movie nerds, so I always look forward to the movie trailers. Have you I mean, I don't know if you run down the spots and the movie trailers, but are we expecting some big movie trailers this year?
I think we are. We used to track the movie trailers. I'll be honest. We used to track the movie trailers at Spot Bowl. We found that a lot of the movie fans would really vote them up in the rankings. So we stopped tracking movie trailers a long time ago. But I'm with you. I always like to see what the summer blockbusters, getting that first peek at those in the game is always fun.
So that's honestly what I thought is I would assume that the movie trailers are the most popular when the polls are concerned. But the one of the questions that I was asked, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this, but are the commercial themes a big part of it as well? Like, do the serious ones do better? Do the comedic ones do better? Are those religious ones that we see every year, do those do very well with the polls? Which one traditionally holds the best numbers?
Traditionally, I would say, and you're right, there's a lot of different emotions that these spots can invoke. They can make you cry. They can make you laugh.
I mean, the Budweiser ones make me cry every time I see a Clydesdale. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
That story's great.
I think the prevailing emotion that a lot of brands like to strike is humor, right? People connect with things that make them laugh. We feel closer to them, therefore we want to buy them. So I think humor is the predominant emotion, and we do see that in a lot of these spots, and that's the reason for it.
Who has traditionally won the Spot Bowl title the last couple of years? Has it been Doritos? Has it been Budweiser?
Over the years, and again, this is the 23rd year for that, we've seen Anheuser-Busch win 11 of the 22 Spot Bowl titles. And it makes perfect sense. They've got a product lineup that allows them to tell stories from different angles.
True.
You mentioned the Clydesdales. That's the patriotic or the sentimental spot that they do for Budweiser. Then they've got the Bud Light spot that usually makes us laugh with some celebrities. So they can come at it from a few different ways. And so that's why they're always a strong competitor.
So another question that I was kind of thinking about was, we've had some really wild commercials the last couple of years. I mean, Mountain Dew hit us with the seal commercial last year. The puppy monkey baby, whatever, was born during the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Who do you usually think, or who do you believe is going to come with that commercial this year? Can we just expect that from Mountain Dew every season?
I'd like to, right? And I think, you're right. There always seems to be that one kind of weird or wild commercial in the lineup. I've heard some rumblings of Skittles in this year's game, and Skittles advertising goes back many years. They have a long history of being sort of irreverent and weird.
Are we bringing back Skittles
anything
Pox?
too weird this year?
Nothing too weird. Oh man, I mean, come on now. The Skittles Pox are fantastic. I thought that was a great angle for the Skittles to go, but
Well, when it comes down to business, I mean, what is Spot Bowl, and how can fans, use it before or after the game?
Sure, SpotBowl.com. It's America's Super Bowl commercial poll. You can go there right now. Right now, we've got 20 of the spots pre-released, already up on the site. So about half of the lineup that you're going to see on Sunday already on the website for voting and viewing. And then, of course, as more spots are released, leading up to the game, during the game, we'll put them up there for voting. We encourage folks to refresh the page and vote as often as they'd like.
So the commercials themselves are also on the website, or is it just the name of the commercial?
The commercials themselves.
Oh, nice.
You can go and watch 20 of the big game spots already up on the site, including what I think is going to be a contender for the number one spot this year, the Budweiser spot with the Clydesdales.
Oh, of course. And then one more thing that I had to ask. Your group has a way of predicting the winner of the Super Bowl using the data and analytics that you guys have. How is this a thing? And is this accessible to everybody?
It is, yeah. We have a phone group has a data and analytics team called Wild Fig, and what they've done is they've taken 22 years of voting history on these spots, along with some other data and some inputs on each of the ads that we upload, and they're able to predict. This predictive analytics engine is able to predict how the spots will rank in these polls before America even votes. It's really, really impressive. Over the past couple of years that we've done it, it has predicted 4 or 5 of the top 5 spots in the final rankings. It's really impressive.
So there's clearly some favoritism here, is what you're telling me.
No.
Just joking. I'm sorry. Sir, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. My last question for you is, what's your Super Bowl prediction? Do you have a team that you're rooting for this year? Do you have a favorite for the MVP?
Well, are you talking about the actual football game?
The actual football game, yeah.
An actual football game being played. I'm a Steelers fan from here in Pennsylvania, so I don't really have a team in there, but I've got some roots out in Washington, so I guess the Seahawks if I had to pick one.
Okay. Since you're a Steelers fan, I have to ask your thoughts on McCarthy.
Good hire, I think. Yeah, and I think it's a good hire. I don't think he's going to be around for 20 years like we're used to with some of these coaches, but we'll see.
Well, at least it's a Pittsburgh guy, and I think he can connect with you guys a little bit better than some of the other candidates. So I agree with you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we'll continue to pump up Spot Bowl from here until the big game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a quick break. We'll get into some of the other news on the other side. There's some trade rumors in the NBA that are looming. The Bucks are sending counter offers for Giannis, but it sounds like James Harden might be on the move as soon as today. We'll get into that. No, I don't, but I'll get into that on the other side. This is the Early Bird Special right here on KGEO Sports Talk.